Hey, welcome back, everybody. Okay, here's a cheery little headline for you. I'm being facetious. Almost half of Americans die nearly broke. Isn't that sad? That's from a recent USA Today article. Now, the article highlights the importance of saving early and making sure that you do have a structured retirement plan, because no one wants to die in that predicament. Greg and Kristen Taylor, our friends from Legacy Retirement Group, are here, and they are here to give us a pep talk right now. Yes, you need to after that. And they host their weekly retirement radio show, too, you've probably heard, here in town. And so good to have you guys.
Good to be here.
Okay, I don't know why this shouldn't shock me, but it is true. I'm not shocked by that, and it makes me very sad.
Yeah, I saw a statistic in that article that said 46% of Americans die with less than $10,000 in their bank account.
Wow.
And I don't think it's just because of lack of savings. Of course, we know the statistics there.
Yeah.
We were talking about before the show that so many retirees retire with less than $100,000 for retirement. And that's 30, 40 years they have to make it through those dollars.
That's their cumulative money.
Yeah, but you know, I think part of it too is healthcare problems that happen late in life, you know, in and out of the hospital, in and out of nursing care. And then nursing home stays, of course, can drain savings. But then the other thing that Greg and I were talking about was market corrections. People forget about how much those can erode your savings dollars in retirement. And I think the generation coming up really hasn't seen that, like those that have been retired for maybe 10, 15 years now.
Well, that's a good point. We met with a lady just last year that probably the saddest appointment I've ever had, because after 22 years of retirement, her husband, when he passed, left her with around $700,000, so she wasn't penniless, but with 2 market corrections and then needing to withdraw money to live, now she had less than $50,000 to her name, was only 75 years old.
Oh,
well, and the key there was she didn't know who to turn to for help when he first died.
Because he was the money manager?
He was.
Yeah.
And so she really got some bad advice. And really, from before he even died, there was bad advice, if you remember that. And
that's true.
And so it's just so sad to see that happen, and it's so avoidable.
It really is.
What is, if we were going to break it down for people, what are the ages where you should really become a little more frugal even, or at least you ought to be more serious about what you're doing?
Yeah, so we're seeing people in their mid to late 40s.
Good.
Call us, come in, and even meet with us. In some cases, those that have saved really well already. But we're seeing a shift happen. People in their late 40s are realizing, okay, I don't want to work forever. What do I need to do now to get me on the right path?
Right.
And then those that are in their mid to late 50s, that's where it's, you know, what's the saying? The rubber meets the road, right? That's where you really got to stick to your guns and get a plan going for those retirement years.
Right, and I call it the 3-legged stool for planning towards retirement, and that is have an awesome savings plan. In other words, set aside as much as you can possibly afford in a Roth 401k, a Roth IRA, those types of things. Max out what you can do there and what you're allowed to put in, and then make sure you're risk efficient. Make sure that, okay, you need to have some risk, but make sure it's efficient. Tax efficiency. Those 3 things, if you do that, you're going to be able to plan well.
All right, so today we have something for you when you're pulling up your 3-legged stool to get serious about this. What are we offering?
Well, I've written a book, Winning Retirement. We want everybody to win, so we're going to offer 20 copies of my book today.
Excellent. And right there is the number on the screen for you to get your copy. It's an easy read, it's a good read, and it'll break it all down for you chapter by chapter. Thank you both.
Good to
see you both. And don't forget, you can always check out LegacyRetirementGroup.com too, and check out my radio show. They're on my show.